Hi, thanks for using my court coach. I'm Sarah and I'll be your instructor today as we talk about the response to petition for custody and support of minor children, also known as the form FL-270. As with all our court forms, you want to fill in your identifying case caption information at the top. If you are filling out this form, chances are you have been served with a petition to establish custody and support orders for minor children. And that petition set out certain requests for relief. This form is for you to respond to those requests for relief. There is some preliminary information we also need to fill out on this, starting with the very top where you are acknowledging you are the respondent in this case, and that you and the petitioner are the parents of the following minor children. You want to list the names and birth dates and ages of those children. More than likely, parentage has been established already. And so box number 2 is where you would explain how that has been established. Your options are that you are married to the petitioner, but there is no action currently pending in any court for dissolution, legal separation, or nullity. That you and the petitioner have signed a voluntary declaration of parentage or paternity regarding the minor children, and there is no other action regarding the children filed in any other court, in which case, if you have a copy of it, you would attach a copy of that voluntary declaration of parentage to this form. 2C, if you and the petitioner have legally adopted a child together, or 2D, if you have had parentage established either in juvenile court or governmental child support case, then you would also list the case number for that case, the county where it was heard, the state where it was heard, and if it was in a different country other than the United States, what country that was heard in. With this form, you also need to fill out and serve on the other side a declaration under UCCJA. That's your form FL-105. You are able to ask for custody orders through this case. So first we start off with legal custody. You would mark the box that identifies the party that you think should have legal custody of the children. If it's the both of you, mark the box that says joint. Physical custody, same thing. If you want it to be both of you, then mark the box that says joint. If you are selecting one party or the other to be awarded with primary physical custody of the children, then when it comes to visitation, mark the other party as the party that should be awarded visitation. If you have a proposed schedule for visitation in mind, you are welcome to include that below in 4D. You do not have to. You can just say something generic like reasonable visitation, but if you want to include a specific visitation schedule request, go ahead and describe that here, or you can also use the form FL-311, which is the Child Custody and Visitation Parenting Plan application attachment, and that has some ideas that maybe you want to check those boxes of a certain schedule you'd like followed. In 4, there are some more specific orders regarding custody and visitation you can request. If you are concerned about child abduction prevention orders, then you can mark box 4E. You will also need to fill out the form FL-312 and attach that to this. You can, but you do not have to, request a specific holiday schedule. If you're doing so, you can use the form FL-341C, or just an attachment to this where you describe what sort of holiday schedule you'd like would be fine. If you're requesting some specific orders regarding custody or regarding legal custody, you are welcome to mark boxes 4G, 4H, and or use forms FL-341D, FL-341E, or again, you can just write an attachment to this form that outlines what other specific orders you're requesting. If you're asking for the other parent's visitation parenting time to be supervised, then in 4I, you want to mark that box and also include what sort of restrictions you're specifically requesting. Again, if you need any more space for any of this information, you're always welcome to attach another sheet of paper to this form as an attachment. Just indicate that you're doing so by marking the box that says continued on attachment 4H. If there's any other orders regarding custody visitation that you're requesting as a result of this case, you can go ahead and mark box 4J and identify what those orders are next to other. If you are asking for an order to be made for attorney fees, you can either mark box 5A, which indicates that a certain party will pay for attorney fees, or you can mark box 5B that indicates both parties will each pay for their own attorney fees. Line 6 is just telling you that the court has the ability to make child support orders for the children in this case. And then line 7 is your catch-all other. If there's any other orders pertaining to custody or support that you would like the court to make, you can specify that in line 7. You want to type your name at the bottom, then sign and date this form, and it is ready to be filed and served along with your declaration under UCC JEA. I hope you found this helpful. Good luck.